Unhumble yourself. Humility is how lions become sheep. Welcome to Vantage, Aditya. They told you to stay humble, to wait your turn, to lower your voice, to blend in, to never act too big, too bold, too confident. They told you humility is noble. They forgot to tell you it is also how powerful people keep others small. Humility works only when the world already knows your name. Until then, humility is camouflage. Camouflage hides you, and hidden people do not rise. They disappear slowly while louder, bolder, unapologetic minds climb over them and wave politely on the way up. Somewhere along the way, you learned that shrinking was virtue. That speaking softly earned dignity. That waiting patiently would bring reward. But here is the truth nobody wants to say. The world does not reward the quiet. The world rewards the visible. The world worships those who refuse to kneel in rooms where they belong standing tall. The meek do not inherit the earth. The meek get managed by the bold. Humility was sold as discipline. What they really meant was containment. Stay small so no one feels threatened. Stay humble so no one calls you arrogant. Stay quiet so no one has to compete with you. But you were never meant to be small. You were never meant to be digestible. You were never meant to play low just to blend with people who fear heights. Think about the times you bit your tongue to avoid sounding proud. Think about the meetings where you had the strongest idea, but stayed silent because you did not want to seem like you were showing off. Think about the opportunities you watched pass to someone less capable, simply because they spoke first and you spoke never. Humility didn't protect you in those moments. It betrayed you. You didn't lose. You surrendered. In corporate corridors and entrepreneurial halls and academic arenas, winners are not the ones with deepest talent. Winners are the ones who step forward first. Vision is not enough. Ability is not enough. Effort is not enough. If you do not declare your value, the world assigns you a discount. And discounts never become legends. Humility is a luxury reserved for those who already conquered. Monks can be humble. Emperors can be humble. Billionaires can be humble after they dominate the battlefield. But soldiers who choose humility before victory die politely without monuments. You are not here to be polite. You are here to be impossible to ignore. Let's talk about the office. You finish the work. They take the credit. You say it's all right, outcome matters. No, outcomes matter only when your name is tied to them. When someone asks who led the initiative, you say, we all did our part, and the world hears, I did nothing special. Later, someone else becomes the face of your labor. They get the promotion. They get the spotlight. You get praised privately and forgotten publicly. That is not humility. That is self-burial. Let's talk about life. You avoid talking about your wins to avoid hurting egos. You tone down your ambition because others feel insecure. You apologize before speaking. You hide your goals because they sound too big for ordinary minds. You say, I don't need attention, but attention is not vanity. Attention is survival. You spend your life being humble around people who haven't done a fraction of what you have, and you expect them to recognize your worth. They won't. They can't. Your humility protects their comfort, not your destiny. Every time you dim your light, average people feel safe. Every time you lower your voice, mediocre minds feel tall. Every time you minimize your power, insecure souls feel unchallenged. They do not thank you. They use you. They benefit from your restraint. And then they move forward while you clap for them, convinced humility is noble. There is nothing noble about losing quietly. The world does not fear humble people. The world ignores them. The world does not follow humble people. The world uses them until they collapse from polite exhaustion. The world does not reward humble people. The world gives them a soft title, a warm pat, and a lifetime of unrealized possibility. And at the end they say, you were such a good person. Not successful. Not influential. Just good. Good is a beautiful word for the comfortably forgotten. So unhumble yourself. Walk into rooms with a spine made of steel. Speak your achievements clearly without waiting for approval to do so. When someone tries to interrupt you, pause, look through them, and continue, because your sentence matters more than their insecurity. When someone tries to downplay your success, do not laugh modestly. Look at them and say, "This is just the beginning." When someone hints you are too ambitious, agree proudly. Small dreams are not moral. They are convenient. Claim your victories out loud. Not to show off, but to show up. Demand the opportunities you earned. Not with aggression, with certainty. Do not shrink so others feel tall. Do not play small so others feel comfortable. Do not apologize for existing at full volume. Lions do not whisper. Eagles do not apologize for altitude. Mountains do not bow to protect the ground. Stop believing humility builds respect. Presence builds respect. Competence builds respect. Conviction builds respect. Humility without power builds invisibility. Nobody remembers the quiet genius who never raised their voice. They remember the one who stepped forward and left no doubt they belonged at the top. You were not born to be agreeable. You were born to be unstoppable. You were not born to be liked. You were born to be undeniable. You were not born to bow. You were born to rise so high that humility becomes a choice, not a cage. And if someone says, "You've changed," smile calmly and respond, "No, I stopped hiding." The world does not reward the humble. The world remembers the bold. Speak your greatness into rooms not because you crave applause, but because silence is too expensive when your life is this valuable. Own your name. Own your work. Own your ambition. And let humility return only when the world already knows exactly who you are. Unhumble yourself. You are not too much. They are too little. Subscribe to Vantage, Aditya. And remember, the crown never falls to the quiet. It is taken by the one who steps forward without apology and refuses to disappear.